You are Locked On Syracuse, your daily podcast on the Syracuse Orange. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
There are no excuses for this loss this afternoon. None. There's no J.J. Starling excuse. I know he's your best player, averaging 20 points a game. He broke his left hand in practice the other day. Didn't play against Tennessee. Didn't play today. He's not going to play for a while. I don't know the exact timetable. But it's not an excuse. You know why it's not an excuse? Because Notre Dame, who started the season 4-0, but heading into today, we're on a 5-game losing streak. They're without their best player in Marcus Burton. If you don't know who Marcus Burton is, he's a guard. All right? So he's a guard just like J.J. Starling. He was ACC Freshman of the Year last season. He's an all-conference player averaging 18 points a game before he got hurt. So they don't have their best player. We don't have our best player. And Notre Dame made the critical plays to win. That's what this game came down to. The effort was there from Syracuse. It was. I'm not going to penalize their effort. They tried. They battled. Jaquan Carlos, as I said, ironically, I think he was one of the 3 best players for Syracuse in the second half. We actually saw Jaquan Carlos do what we were hoping Jaquan Carlos would do this season, and that is be a solid, steady point guard, at least on offense. Driving down the middle, forcing the defense into him, and finding the open man. So Jaquan Carlos has arguably his best game of the season. Actually, it's not arguable. It was his best game of the season. It wasn't even close. And you still can't beat Notre Dame without Marcus Burton. Because you don't make the critical plays to win. And bad teams find ways to lose. That's the bottom line. So what were those critical plays? The first one, they're tied at 60. There's under 4 minutes left to go in the game. And Syracuse leaves Notre Dame's best shooter, Micah Shrewsberry, wide open on the right wing for a 3. It's a practice 3. And of course, Shrewsberry makes it. It's just inexcusable. It was a miscommunication, and I get miscommunications are going to happen. It was the second time in the half that Micah Shrewsberry got the exact same shot, a wide open right wing triple with just literally nobody around him. It was like he was the only player on the floor, as a friend texted me. Inexcusable. Ironically about Micah Shrewsberry is that he was cold this season heading into the game. He was only shooting 32% from deep. Not very good, especially from someone who's a 3-point shooter. But of course, against Syracuse, he gets hot. He's 6 of 11 from 3 and finishes with 25 points. Wouldn't it be nice if our 3-point shooter got hot this season every once in a while, you know? I'm not going to name the name, but you know who it is, and I'm just done with him. So I'm not even going to mention him. But wouldn't it be nice? It would. So Micah Shrewsberry, that 3-pointer right there, I knew we were in trouble. That just can't happen. You're down now 3 points on the road with under 4 minutes to play. It just can't happen. The other critical play that led to a loss, and there's 3 of them, so we're on number 2. Jyare Davis misses the front end of a 1-and-1, down by 3 points with 1:09 to go. And it sucks because Jyare Davis had a really good game today. I was really impressed with Jyare Davis. Same with Donnie Freeman, same with Jaquan Carlos. Those 3 were the offense in the second half. They were the offense. So it's hard to criticize Jyare Davis, really, for his effort today and for his complete performance. But it's just the free throw shooting. I don't know what to tell you guys. I really don't. Some of you guys are going to say it's practice. I don't think it's practice anymore, guys. I think they're just not very good at it. Coach Autry said after the first game of the season that this team needs to practice free throws. So you're telling me now that we're now 8 games in and they still haven't practiced their free throws? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I think they are working on it. I'm willing to bet that. But they're just not very good at shooting them today. And I'm singling out Jyare Davis's missed free throw as a microcosm of the entire season and this game. Because this game, again, 16 of 24 from the free throw line. That's 67%. It's not good enough. It's not good enough, guys. What do you want me to tell you? You're not going to win many games shooting 67% from the free throw line. In 8 games this year, there's only been 2 times where they've actually shot the ball well from there. Texas Tech and Cornell. That's it. They would have beaten Texas had they shot the ball decently from the free throw line. And heading into today, second worst free throw percentage in the ACC. It's just not good enough. You can say it's practice. I'm starting to think that they're just not very good at them. They just can't shoot them. I wince when they're at the free throw line. It's bad. So Jyare Davis's missed 1-1 is a microcosm of the game and a microcosm also of the season. Also in clutch situations, multiple times this year. Lemoyne, they could have won the game, and they did end up winning the game. Lemoyne doesn't even have a chance to win that game late, if not for missed free throws. Same thing with Youngstown State in the double overtime one. It's just inexcusable. And then the final critical play of this game that led to a loss. Syracuse is still down 3 points because they actually have a good defensive stop after Jyare Davis misses the 1-1. And Lucas Taylor is the one taking the big shot. And it's a contested fall away 2 from like the right elbow. I'm not mad at Lucas Taylor, honestly. I'm not. It's not his fault. It's not. You know why? Because he never should have been in that position to take the shot. You're down by 3 points, less than 30 seconds left. Obviously, you need to score. And Lucas Taylor is the one who ends up taking the shot. A contested 2 is the best they could have done on that possession, really? It falls on coaching. Coaching. Syracuse needs offense late in the game. Who do you want with the ball? Well, if you're going to go down low, which, by the way, you're down 3, but you don't need a 3. If you're going to go down low, then Donnie Freeman or Jyare Davis, who had their way inside the paint all game long, would be good candidates. That'd be good. So, it's Jaquan Carlos attacking inside, and then it's one of Jyare Davis or Donnie Freeman with the shot. Okay, I can live with that, even if it's a miss. Fine. If you're going to take a 3-point shot, I think Chapa Moore would be a prime candidate to do that. And we'll get to 3-point shooting in the next segment because that's clearly not their identity this season. It's bad. But that would be a prime candidate. Or in theory, I guess, if the player that I'm not going to name anymore because I'm just done with him is on the floor. First name starts with a C, last name starts with a B. For those that don't know. But Lucas Taylor's the one that's taking the shot. It's not on Lucas Taylor. I admire his confidence. Every player should have the confidence to take a big shot. But that's why you need coaching in that scenario. So you know which players need to have the ball in their hands. It's putting your players in the best position to succeed. And having Lucas Taylor taking a big shot late in the game is not putting your players in the best position to succeed. So the big plays that led to this loss and the theme of the fact that bad teams just find ways to lose, Micah Shrewsberry being left all alone for a right wing 3 with under 4 minutes to play, Jyare Davis missing the front end of a 1-1, and Lucas Taylor, of all people, being the one taking a big shot late. They're just not a good basketball team, guys. I'm sorry. I wish they were better. Nothing would make me happier this season if I am proven incorrect and they rip off a 15-game win streak and are one of the best teams in the nation. And we look back on this podcast and we say, man, was I an idiot? I can't believe I called this team a bad basketball team. I overreacted, but I don't think I'm overreacting. We're 8 games in and it gets late early. I don't think this team's very good. Bad teams find ways to lose.